All right, so there we are. We are live. Good evening, everyone. My name is Matthew. I am an English teacher. We are glad to have everyone here with us this evening at our Zoom conference. And this evening, we are going to be talking about transportation. I think that this is a very interesting topic. And furthermore, I think that this is a topic that everyone can talk about. If you are a beginner student or if you are an advanced student, you can talk about transportation. Everyone has ridden the bus or ridden a train, so I thought this topic would be fun. Before we begin,
Wow.
before we begin, there are some rules that are very important. So first of all, please mute your microphone if you're not talking. Please mute your microphone. Also, please use an English name or pinyin. That way Eric and I can call on you. We cannot read all of the characters. We're English teachers. So if you have Hanzi, maybe we can't understand what your name is. Okay? If we say something that you don't understand, please let us know. We want you to understand everything. We are very happy to explain what a word means or to help you. So just let us know. If you don't tell us, we will not know. Okay, another rule, we prefer that you use a computer to access the conference. This software works better on computers, not on smartphones. If you are participating, please use your web camera. If your web camera is off, then we don't know if you're paying attention, okay? Try to use English because this evening everyone is Chinese except Eric and me, but sometimes we have Japanese participants, Thai participants, Spanish participants. So English is our common language. And finally, please do not be shy. The first step to improving your English is just opening your mouth and trying to speak. And then here are the rules in Guoyu. So I think that all of you understood the rules and that you already understand this. So I am not going to spend very long on this. Okay, these are the same announcements that Eric and I have been making for the past few weeks. Please join us and support us on Facebook. If you are in China, you would have to use a virtual private network to access Facebook. But Facebook is a wonderful platform. It's a wonderful site to learn about American culture and to practice your English. Most Americans have never heard of WeChat. Okay, and only 5 people RSVP, and there's 9 people here. So please RSVP to our events on Facebook. That way Eric and I can know how many people will be attending, how many people will be participating in the Zoom conference. The last little piece of information before we begin, can everyone see the chat box? On the right side of the software, there is a chat box. And the chat box is very important because that's a way that you can communicate with Eric, Sarah, and me. So use that chat box. Say, sorry, I don't understand. Sorry, please repeat. Sorry, what does that mean? Or excuse me. So use that chat box. That's your way to communicate with us. All right, so those are all of the announcements I have. I'm glad that Eric is here. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Matthew.
好久不见.
好久不见.
All right, Eric, look, Julia's here.
Yeah, Li Fang's here too.
Oh, is Li Fang your friend?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. So before we begin with the content, I'm going to unshare my screen. I just want everyone to introduce themselves. So I'll go first. Let's say 3 things. Say our name, where we're from. Please do not say I am from China. We We understand that. Tell us where in China, right? And tell us what your favorite kind of transportation is. As for me, my name is Matthew. I am an English teacher, and I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That is on the east coast of the United States. And my favorite form of transportation is the train. I love trains. Old trains, new trains, big trains, small trains. Okay? What about you, Julia?
My name is Julia. I'm come from I'm come from Liuzhou City, Guangxi Province, Guangxi, an automatic region. Am I right?
Autonomous region.
Autonomous. Autonomous region. But now I'm living the capital of China, Beijing. Beijing, because I should study here in a school. I go out by subway.
Awesome.
In my home city, I drive my car to work. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Julia. How about Li Fang?
Hi, nice to meet you. Good evening for Erica and Matthew. I come from Shanghai, and Shanghai, and I live in Shanghai now and working in Shanghai. And normally I will drive my car to work. Yeah.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, who's next? Eric, maybe. Samuel.
Yeah, hi, maybe.
Welcome back, Samuel.
Yeah, hello. So I'm next, right?
Yes.
You're not in the office today, Samuel.
What?
You're not working today.
Yeah, I'm free today. So, I'm Samuel, and I'm from Hong Kong. And what's my favorite transport? I think it should be bus. Well, because here will be much special than any other place. When I talk to any others, when I say double-deck bus, many people say, "Oh, Hong Kong has double-deck bus." So I think bus will be my favorite, one of the favorite transport here.
Fantastic. Great. Who is left? How about Xiaohua? We won't pick on Sarah. She's sick this evening.
Oh.
We can't see your face, Sarah. Where are you?
Oh, I'm afraid today I'm not gonna show up.
You have such a lovely face.
Because I got a little bit sick and I'm lying down on the bed.
She showed us her
it's
beautiful
not
face.
polite to speak to you like that. So I'm gonna just speak. And well, I really like this topic because I think when I moved to the US, I bought my first car, and that really set me free, because I think when I was in China, I have to take the bus. In the bus in China is so crowded and you have to wait and how do you say, make your way to get on the bus. So in the US, I think the commute it's more convenient than in China.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Okay, my okay, that's it.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, move to the next because my kids they are making noises. Sorry about that.
So who
You're
is
such
that?
you're such a good parent, Sarah. You're sick and you still take care of them.
Oh.
So Carrie is here. I remember Carrie from a couple of weeks ago. Could you introduce yourself, Carrie? Can you hear us, Carrie? That's okay. We'll just go ahead and start with the content. So Eric, I think that everyone has introduced themselves who can. You introduced yourself, right?
No, I haven't yet.
I was saving the best.
I wasn't allowed to.
I was saving the best for last. I
Oh,
apologize.
well. Okay, so I'm Eric. I know some of you have known me already. I met Samuel in Hong Kong, actually. I met Li Fong online a couple weeks ago. Matthew, I just went bar with, so.
Hey, don't tell them our secret.
Oh. And I've been with Sarah with this group ever since we started about last February, I want to say. So I grew up in the state of Rhode Island, which is south of Boston. It's in an area of the United States called New England, which is the oldest part of the United States. It's in the northeast. From Pittsburgh, it is about 12 hours driving. And my favorite mode of transportation is walking
Good.
or riding a bike. I think it's great exercise, and I think if we were given legs for a reason, we should use them.
I agree very much with you, Eric. So great. That's everyone, I believe, who will introduce themselves. So let me go back to sharing my screen. Kathy's not here. That's so sad.
I think her son had her child had a fever or something. I saw in the group.
Oh, is that so?
Oh.
That's okay. So, why did I choose the topic of transportation, right? I feel like I have to justify this because it is true that I love this topic. I am very interested in transportation. If you look around my room, so not behind me, those are Star Wars posters, and then these are pictures of my friends. But over there, I have train books and train postcards and all sorts of stuff. So I love trains, as you can tell. But transportation is very important because most of us use one form of transportation or another every day.
Okay.
Eric, for example, drives his car to work every day, right?
That is true, but that doesn't mean I like it.
Well, exactly. Well, that's one of the questions. We'll get to that. Me, for example, I walk to work every day. I walk. Some people take the bus, some people take the subway. And so it affects us. It affects our lifestyle. Sometimes transportation is a choice, and sometimes it's not a choice. So I think that it's fun. And if it isn't fun, it is at least interesting. So here is our beautiful city of Pittsburgh. Oh, there it is. And so Pittsburgh has a couple of different kinds of transportation, but I'd like to find out about your cities, right? So let's see. Li Fang and Julia and Samuel are not in Pittsburgh. So please tell us about the transportation in your home cities, in your hometowns. Should I call on someone? Li Fang is smiling. Could you tell us, Li Fang, about the transportation in your city?
Uh-huh. In Shanghai, the transportation is very, you have more transportation like driving car or subway or train and or bus or something like that. But for me, normally I will drive my car, go to work. But I, like Eric say, I also don't like drive the car every day. But the subway is very crowded. in morning and in the after work when we go back to home, the subway is very crowded. So yeah, and but on the weekend, on Saturday or Sunday, when I go out for shopping or do something, I will drive my car to the subway station, then go go to in downtown for shopping by subway.
Is it convenient to park your car at the subway station?
Yeah, it's convenient. Yeah.
Is it expensive to park your car there?
It's not very expensive. Some in some out of city in somewhere the parking fee is not very expensive. Maybe some in the supermarket parking station nearby my house, maybe 3 or 5 yuan for 10 hours. 10 hour.
For 10 hours? How many dollars is 5 or 10?
No, 3 or 5 renminbi.
It's about Matthew.
half dollar.
It's about 6 to 1.
Ooh, that is a steal. That is a very low price.
Yeah.
So, Julia, what about in Liuzhou?
Liuzhou?
So I know you drive your car to work, but you have public transportation, right?
Yes. Like bus, bus rapid transit. BRT.
Bus rapid transit.
Transit.
Mm-hmm.
And we will construct light rail. Light rail.
Light rail.
Rail. Can you understand me?
Yes, that's funny, Julia, because today, Eric knows, we have a light rail system in Pittsburgh. I'll actually show you while we're talking about it. And
yes. But the light rail in my city, it's not like this.
Right. I'm sure it's more modern. We have an older light rail system in Pittsburgh, but that person who made you laugh, remember that boy person who was holding up the teddy bear? And he made you laugh very much? Jade? He was arguing with us today on the chat wall that the light rail in Pittsburgh is useless and that the government should not spend money on it because it is not crowded and not very many people ride it. But Eric and I support the light rail system. It's very clean, it's very fast, it's very comfortable.
And you can rebook on it.
You can rebook.
Rebook?
What does that mean?
It can, you have enough time to rebook in this light rail.
Rebook. I'm sorry, I don't know that word, Julia.
Reading.
Oh, read a book. Sorry. Sorry, read a book. Yes. You can read it. You can read a book on the light rail. Yes, absolutely. Good. So,
And there is a transportation means called water bus.
Water.
Yes. The bus is a boat on the river.
We have that in Pittsburgh too. Eric, have you ever been on one of the duck boats?
Yes.
No, I haven't. But I know in Boston there is a bus. We call it a a water taxi where you can take it from one end of the harbor to the other.
Oh, I've seen that in Boston. Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful in your city, but the water bus in my city is not like this. It's very simple, just like a boat, but it can't it can't it can take in the road. It can take in the
Oh,
road.
duck
It
duck
can,
boat.
yeah. Only a boat.
Hmm.
I like the boats that go from Hong Kong to Macau.
Oh, yes. Oh.
That is the turbojet, right?
Yeah, I took that when I was there, Samuel.
Well, let's bring Samuel in and find out about transportation in Hong Kong. What transportation system did the British leave?
Oh, well, I think the famous one we have two. We got two. One is the ferry and one is the tram. We say the tram, right?
Ah, yes, the tram. Mm-hmm.
Tram, right? The tram, right? So I think if you guys come to Hong Kong, you must take the tram because it is really, really cheap cost. Yeah, yes, that's exactly what I say. It's really cheap. It's just about $3. It's $3 Hong Kong dollars, so less than $1 is 50 cents US dollar.
Oh, 50
So
cents.
and you can enjoy from the starting point to the terminal. So it takes the longest time, maybe 1 hour. So you can enjoy the beautiful view of the Hong Kong Island, and it's absolutely wonderful thing to enjoy the view of the sightseeing on Hong Kong. The cheapest way you can enjoy.
That sounds great.
And another thing is the Star Ferry. I'm not sure, Eric, you took it or not before. The Star Ferry.
I'm sorry, what is that, Samuel?
The Star Ferry. Did you took that? Did you take
The Star Ferry.
Star Ferry?
That's-
No, I did not go on the water, Samuel. Next time.
Well, I can tell you this is another very, very cheap course, and you can enjoy the Victoria Harbour view. It's absolutely fantastic way to you take a ride at the time of 6 or 8 o'clock. That is really, really beautiful. Of course, the should be nice.
I just took the water turbojet and the bus to go to Victoria's Peak.
Well, but the bus is still okay, right? But bus, because Hong Kong is take the heritage of British, so we have the double deck bus, and the price here is so crowded. So almost all the bus you can see is double deck. Only a few of line will be the single deck. So I saw some double deck bus in China too. But if you want to enjoy a clean, not so crowded bus, then Hong Kong will be the best place, I think. So, and we also have so most people will say subway or metro, but we usually say MTR. MTR is the terms we use in Hong Kong. This is the subway. Used in Hong Kong. Yeah, MTR. This is the subway we use in every day. So, yeah, but
Jieyun.
yeah, similar to Taiwan, of course, similar to Taiwan, and we will soon build up the high-speed train to China. So we say 高铁, the high-speed train to China, but it's still under construction. It probably finished in 2020 or 2019. I'm not quite sure about the exact time.
I'm glad you mentioned 高铁. We will be talking about that later. That is my last slide.
Okay.
My last 3 slides.
Samuel, I have a question about Hong Kong transportation.
Yeah.
If I want to go from Hong Kong to Shanghai, do I have to transfer? Like if I go from Hong Kong to Shanghai, do I have to transfer in China? Or can I take a direct?
If you don't want to take the border, you have 2 options. One, you take the flight, so you go to the airport to take to do everything, the custom checking, so you can take the flight. And other option is you take the train. we have one station. We say the interconnection station. So you can take the station and there, then you can check in. I won't say the check in, right? You should say the clear the border, right? You can have the custom
You
check.
go
at
through
home.
customs.
Yeah,
Yes.
go
To
custom.
go through customs or to clear customs.
Yes, and so once you get in the train, you already, I would say, administratively, it already be in China. You have already been in China, so you go just take one stop and then go to Shanghai directly without any stop.
Mm.
Direct.
Yeah, directly. So no stop, no stop. You can go from Hong Kong to Shanghai, or even in Beijing. It's still okay.
By train?
By train, yeah. Matthew, you can check. Let me see. This is in. Let me check. Wait a moment. I check for you. This is the MTR in the intercity train.
Mm-hmm. We will also talk about those.
Okay. So it's your turn, Matthew.
Good. So thank you for explaining that, Samuel. So let's see. Out of the participants, who lives in Pittsburgh besides Sarah, Eric, and I? So
Me,
what?
Carrie?
Kathy.
Kathy,
Oh,
Yeah,
you came. I want to see you, Kathy.
we are here.
Kathy, I'm so happy you came.
I'm sorry, I'm late. I'm late.
It's okay. I was late, and I'm the teacher. So, Kathy, can you tell us about the transportation in Pittsburgh?
The transportation?
Yeah, what kinds of transportation do we have in Pittsburgh?
I think the light train, the bus,
Mm-hmm.
the car,
Mm-hmm.
and we have the art mark. Art mark. It's train, you know.
So, well, let's go one by one.
Amtrak, Matthew?
Okay, yeah, we'll get to Amtrak at the end. So, Amtrak is not city transportation.
It's
That's
a train.
intercity. So, first of all, in Pittsburgh, most people will take the bus.
Yep.
The bus company is called the Port Authority. That is the name of the company. And we have buses that go north, south, east, and west. So the buses go in all directions. When I was a student at the University of Pittsburgh, I could ride the buses for free.
Ow, ow, ow.
And now, because I graduated, I have to pay for the bus. So that's one of the reasons why I chose to walk every day. Also, it's very good exercise, and I can listen to my language lessons on my iPod. So the buses are very common in Pittsburgh. And Kathy also mentioned the light rail system. Now, Pittsburghers call it the T. I took the T. I rode on the T. Where is the T station? Okay, we speak like that. Now, the T is less common because we only have a few lines. The T only goes from the North Bank and the center of Pittsburgh, downtown Pittsburgh, and it goes south. It doesn't go east or west. It basically goes south. So the T is a less common way to get around. But it's a nice system. I like it. Okay? So now I wanted to ask you guys some questions. Some of you already answered some of these questions. But the first one, how do you get to school? How do you get to work?
No. Go to school. When I was in North Carolina, I used to go to school by school bus.
Mm-hmm.
It is called a Wolf Line.
Wolf. Wolf.
Wolf line. Yeah, wolf line.
Hmm.
And it has many lines, like from a number 1 to number 9, and it has the night shuttle bus. And sometimes, usually student does not live too far away from school, so sometimes they go to school just by walk, like you.
Like me.
Yeah.
If you don't remember anything from this Zoom conference, you will remember that Teacher Matthew walks to work. All right, thank you, Kathy. So, Li Fang, you said that you drive your car to work in Shanghai?
Yes.
How far away do you live from your work? How many
The
kilometers?
distance may be about 28 kilometers.
28 kilometers.
Yeah, kilometers.
Wow.
Yeah, and normally I will drive 40 to 1 hour.
40
According the transportation status. Sometimes it maybe have some traffic or something will be later. Will be more time. Yeah.
Sure. Now, let's say that your car was broken. How would you go to work? Do you have an alternative? Is there another way for you to go there?
Yeah, but never happened this. But I think sometimes I will go send my car to the 4S station to repair. Then I will don't work for this day. Yeah.
So if your car did not work, then you would not go to work.
Yeah, I should to repair my car. Yeah.
That's a really funny answer. I was not expecting that answer.
But you live in Shanghai, right?
Yeah.
The metro, the subway is very convenient in Shanghai.
Yeah, but I have spent my time to repair my car. So normally I will don't go to work. After repair, I will drive my car to work or go back to home. Yeah, and next day they will drive my car to work.
So
if my car need more days, 2 or 3 days, then I will take taxi to go to work. Yeah.
So you do not like the crowded subway?
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah. Saturday or Sunday is not very crowded. Yeah, I will ride the subway, go out for shopping or something.
So do you guys know what the word commute means?
What? Shuttle bus?
A trip from your house to your
what is the
Very good, Julia. Yes.
commute?
It's a trip from your house to work.
Although I don't like my commute, but I have no choice. Yeah, I should work. Yeah.
Sure. So what do you do during your commute? Do you listen to music? Do you
listen to music.
English?
In the morning, I will listen the news. Listen the news. And
that's good.
In the afternoon when I go back home, I will change the music station to listen the music or something else.
News in the morning, music in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Kathy, what about you? What did you do during your commute on the Wolf bus?
Listening music, or sometimes read books.
Did you ever do your homework on the bus?
Never, ever.
All right, good. Samuel, what about you? Can you tell us about your commute?
Well, I will probably reading news, and if any words I forgot it, I will check my dictionary again. So recall my memory. I usually do such kind of thing.
Okay. Julia, how long does it take you to commute from your apartment to your work in Liuzhou?
Usually it takes me 15, 20 minutes.
Mm.
If no traffic, heavy traffic, yes.
Samuel is the new Jade.
Traffic jam, yes.
I'm playing with traffic sounds.
Oh, that's really cute. Should I get my pink doll? No, I shouldn't. All right, 15 minutes. That's not bad. What do you do in the car?
Listen to the radio,
Listen to the
listen to
radio.
music,
All right.
listen to the music, and I love English songs.
Mm.
Usually I listen to the English
fine.
Wait, let me spotlight
What are you
you.
doing, Eric? What are you doing, Eric? You are kidding me.
But actually, let me do
I'm
this.
I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Like there.
I got this in Hong Kong.
Already.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you got the beer.
Your friend sent your friend gave you.
No, I bought it in Hong Kong at the Line store.
Oh, nice.
Whoa. Matthew, you got a whole.
Close.
Horse.
So it's a pony.
Pony. Okay.
Ah,
It's a gift for my niece when it will be her birthday.
Gift.
Damn it, Eric.
Right. You guys going happy birthday this month.
I'm
Eric?
sorry, I'm being disruptive. I'm terrible. Go ahead,
I
Matthew.
think Eric
Okay.
has
Eric, this is
Eric,
your
you-
warning.
you
I will
have
have to kick you
new
out.
haircut.
Go ahead, Matthew. I won't disturb you anymore.
No, I'm joking. It's fine. All right, you guys. So, actually, Eric, why don't you tell us about your commute? How many minutes is your commute, and what do you do during it?
Well, on a good day, it's about a half hour.
Mhm.
One way. Usually I listen to music, usually Japanese songs. But I have commuted about 1 hour each way.
Mm.
So when my last job, I used to spend maybe 3 hours a day in the car.
Oh,
It's too long.
it's
Yeah.
too long.
Too long.
All right, good. Well, what about walking? Can you walk to school? Can you walk to work? I took this picture this morning, by the way.
Whoa.
So this is Pittsburgh today.
Oh,
Why it's very beautiful.
is that cool? Is that cold?
It's very cold. The temperature is freezing today.
Oh my god. I don't want to go walk at such weather.
So I walk to work. It takes me 42 minutes. 42 minutes to walk from my house to the university. And I listen to my language podcasts, or I listen to Chinese or Korean music, or I don't listen to any music and I just listen to the birds singing. And I just listen to the sounds around me. But usually I listen to music or I listen to language podcasts. So what about you guys? Can any of you walk to work or walk to school? Or is it too far?
I can't, Matthew. I can't walk to work because there's a harbor. There's a harbor in between.
Oh
So
my
I-
gosh.
So
Oh.
I can't walk even I want to.
So you have to change sides of Hong Kong.
So I live in a new territory, and I work in Hong Kong Island. So every day, every day I must take the bus to pass through the Coast Harbor Tunnel, or if you have time, you can take the ferry or subway, whatever. So you can't just simply walk through from.
So you
Kowloon
can't
Square.
walk.
There's
you
no
have-
bridge. There's no bridge, Samuel.
No bridge. No
Hmm.
bridge.
But you have three choices. So you said you can take the subway, the bus, or the ferry.
Yes.
That's very interesting. Can anyone else walk? Or am I the only crazy one?
Crazy one. It is impossible to me. There is a long distance, and I love sleeping late. I can get up early. If I walk to my office, I will be late, so I can't. Sometimes I walk back to my house and my office.
How many minutes does it take you?
More than 1 hour.
More than 1 hour. All right, pretty good. Well, here's a faster way. What about riding your bicycle?
Oh, it's city bike friendly.
Oh, actually, I bought a bicycle to take because from my apartment from my home to the train station, it takes a walk about 15 minutes time to walk. So I did bought a bike before, but the pedal is so heavy. It's just like I'm doing gym every day, so I quit. So I just give up this bike. So I usually, if I see the long line to waiting the minibus, so I would simply walk from my home to the train station or subway station. I think walk will be better than a bike, because when you take a bike, you're usually looking for the transportation and take care about the cars around you. But you walk, you simply follow the path. I think walk is the best thing, a better way for me, because I just keep reading my news, keeping my eyes on iPhone, and then go straight along the path.
I see. So the question that I wrote is your city bike friendly? Is it friendly for cyclists?
Sorry, Matthew. Sorry, I got
No. You answered the question that I asked you. You answered correctly. But I wanted to ask about this, because Pittsburgh is, generally speaking, a bike-friendly city. The picture on the right is Pittsburgh. This is the bridge in Shenley Park. Eric, could you please mute that? Okay. And so we have a bike lane. So two cyclists can ride their bicycles in this special bike lane. And you can see that there's a separator that separates the cars from the cyclists to make it safer. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. Eric, can you guys see my cursor?
Cursor.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so the mouse cursor, right? So this makes it safer for cyclists, for people riding their bicycles, because it separates the traffic, the car traffic, from the bicycle traffic. For example, this is my hometown. Did you guys guess this is me?
Oh, really?
This is me in 2003.
Oh.
And you can see there is not a divider. Right, this is the highway right here. Yeah, so, oh, there's a bad echo. Could you guys please mute yourselves if you're not talking?
Hey, Matthew,
Yes.
can you repeat the hurdle?
Repeat what?
And on the road, the second picture on the road. Yes.
This one.
No. on the left of the bicycle,
Yes.
on the
This line?
this line. No, the second picture. This line on the line.
This one.
Oh yes, hurdle.
Hurdle. Hurdle is on the track, on the athletic track at the stadium. Eric, what would you call this? I would call this a divider.
Yes, Matthew. Robin has arrived. He doesn't want to interrupt you, though.
Well, you can go ahead and call on him, Eric. I can't see.
Dividers. Dividers.
Yes, it is a divider because it divides one lane of traffic from another lane of traffic. It is a divider.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Eric, did someone want to talk? I can't see the chat window.
I know Robin didn't want to interrupt you, and I see Jesse has arrived.
Bessie.
Here.
Jesse,
Jesse. Cool.
one of my friends.
Okay, I think the subway lady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Subway lady.
Welcome, Robin. Welcome, Jesse. Good. So do any of you want to answer? Do you have any experience riding your bicycle in China or in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, when I worked in Shanghai for past 2 years, I ride bicycle to work because it saves time and I can get the exercise. We have a short bus, but I don't like it because I have to walk to the short bus station and it wastes time. But so I bought a Giant. Have you heard the Giant bike? The Giant bike for myself. It's a brand of Taiwan. It's a brand of a bike from Taiwan. So it's good.
What is it called?
Giant Eagle, Giant
Eagle bike?
Giant, just a Giant, no Eagle.
Yeah.
I don't know. John Eagle sold bikes.
Is it one of these, Kathy?
Yes.
This one, for example?
Yes. It's a Giant.
It looks like a regular mountain bike to me.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a
brand.
I bought the mountain bike, not the road bike.
A road bike. Okay.
Yeah. But one day I saw the accident in front of me, just 2 meters away. So I was scared. My hand was shaking until I arrived at the office. Since then, I seldom ride the bike to office. But in Shanghai, the road is bike-friendly road. It's good.
In Shanghai, your friend?
I mean, the road is bike-friendly road.
The road.
Yeah, road.
The road is bike-friendly. That's good.
Yeah.
In Shanghai, is there a bicycle lane like this?
Yeah, it has. Kind of.
All right, good. Well, thank you, Kathy. Well, I have a few more interesting topics. Li Fang mentioned traffic jam, I think. She said it takes 40 minutes under good conditions and maybe more than an hour if there is a traffic jam. So does everyone understand that this is what a traffic jam is? This is an example of a traffic jam when the cars are moving very slowly or they are not moving at all.
Like Beijing.
So I guess Julia can tell us that traffic jams are common in Beijing. But what
Yes.
about in those other cities, in Shanghai, in Liuzhou, Hong Kong? Is,
Jesse, what about Zibo?
Zibo?
Yeah, what about Zibo? Do they have traffic jams there?
Yes,
Yes.
here also,
Province. 淄博.
especially in workday.
Mhm. So what is the longest that you have ever sat in a traffic jam? Does anyone want to share a horror story with us?
I'm not sure.
Li Feng, what is the worst traffic jam that you have ever experienced?
Traffic jams. Okay. In Shanghai, have one highway from north to south. Every day have traffic jams. Every day, yeah.
Every day.
And because sometimes I will drive in this highway, yeah. And normally, I go to work. Go to the middle highway, middle cycle highway in Shanghai. The traffic is okay, and because I leave home at 7 o'clock, it's earlier, so the traffic is okay for me, yeah. And sometimes have many 7 or 8 cars truck how to say 就是撞了
Collision.
Oh,
Car
we might,
accident.
we might say pile up, a 7 or an 8 car pile
yeah
up.
yeah 7 or 8 car parent, so
Could you write that,
and-
please, Eric? A pile up, like an 8 car.
Oh, yeah,
pile
yeah.
up.
Hold on.
yeah, I will wait half or 1 hours or 1 hour to let the accident is treated. And one day for the weather, because the weather is bad, and last night big rain, yeah. On the highway have some trailer, yeah. Many water cannot pour out. So the next morning, the traffic jam is terrible. And yeah, I remember maybe 3 or 4 years. One time, I waited on the highway for maybe 3 to 4 hours.
So the following day, you took the subway, right?
Yeah, you're right.
The first time and the only time.
Yeah.
Good. Does anyone else want to share a traffic jam story? I can't read who raised their hand, Eric. I can't read the names on this chat view.
Well, I wrote pile up, 8 car pile up, and Celine said 8. And then
Hello.
Samuel just asked, sorry, stupid question. Why 8 car, not 8 cars?
Oh, that's not a stupid question. That's a very common mistake. So, Samuel, we have a rule in English, and this is a rule. Is Samuel still there?
Yeah, here.
Yeah,
Right here.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't see you for a second. So that's a very good question, Samuel, and a lot of English learners make this mistake. When we use a noun to modify another noun, most of the time we use the singular form.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, let's say that we want to describe activities at the university. What kind of activities are they? They are activities that students participate in. But we don't say students' activities, we say student activities. So when we use a noun to modify another noun, most of the time we use the singular form.
Okay.
We do not use the S.
So I try to remember it. Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Eric, someone has their hand up, but I can't read the names. Can you see that?
Hold on. Let me.
Whoever
I don't know if
has their
I don't
hand
know
up.
if I can see the hands raised, but I can see because you are the host.
So I can, this person, is that Jesse? So instead of raising your hand, please write to the chat. Please write your question. The hand doesn't mean anything to us.
You can just say, I have a question, or I'd like to talk, anything.
Oh, Robin, that's a super good question. Let me get back to you because I want to focus on speaking right now, but that's a really good question, Robin. Okay, so
What
here.
does the Robin mean? What did the
Oh, 很帅哥.
Whoa.
But I don't know who that guy is, so.
Whoa!
Who is laughing at me? Julia, are you laughing at me?
Yes.
Julia is totally laughing at me. So Julia, I am really cool, and my car is also really cool. So
Really cool.
What is this car? What is this class? Toyota
What
or-
brand of car? What type of car?
Whose car?
that's my car, Julia. That's Victoria.
But you usually go to work by walking.
Of course, I would never drive to work no matter what. I would never, ever, it's not a thought. It's impossible that I would drive to work.
If you don't use it, is it will it be broken?
No, I drive on the weekend.
Matthew,
Yes.
Andy Chen just says he wants to join in talking.
Well, please. Of course, this is a talking conference. So the question, though, is we talked about transportation inside the city, right? You can walk, you can ride your bike, you can take the bus, the tram, the subway, the ferry. But what if you want to leave the city and travel somewhere else? I actually didn't include airplanes. That's an oversight on my part. But a lot of Americans will drive. Driving is the preferred way to get from one place to another as long as it's not too far away. Most Americans would not drive from New York to California. But if it's fairly close, an American will probably drive if they have a car.
Matthew, I feel like that would be more of a road trip, which is more of a recreation. It's about the adventure of going from one coast to the other.
Exactly. Yeah, a road trip. Lots of people do drive from one coast of the United States to the other coast, and we call that a road trip. And Eric's right, that's for fun. But if we have to drive somewhere, if we have a car, we will probably take it.
Mm.
So what about in China? I know that Julia has a car. Is it common for Chinese people to have their own car?
It depends how many people I go out with. If I go out alone, I will choose the train, the airplane. It makes me feel relaxing.
Mm-hmm. It makes you feel relaxed.
Relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Because driving the car is sometimes makes someone tired. Yes.
And that is why I do not drive to work. I have to focus on the driving. I have to pay for parking. I prefer to walk because I can just relax.
Julia, I have a question. How
Okay.
much is gas in China? How expensive is it to drive a car?
About 7 yuan per liter.
Yeah.
$1 per liter.
No,
How
the
many-
trick is
How many liters are in your car, Julia?
Liters car.
Like how many liters fit into your car?
for example, Julia, my car takes about 12 gallons of gasoline.
You said I go to work. I will take how many people I will take. How many liters I will take?
How many liters of gasoline when you fill up your gas tank?
No, normally we will say 7 liters for 100 kilometer. Yeah.
Oh, gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7 liter
Petrol.
耗油量，
就百公里油耗，百公里
耗
油耗。
油量，对，
Oh.
So in the United States, we say gas. We say gas station. We say to put gas in our car. To put gas in our car, which means to fuel our vehicle.
I have never calculated.
So when you buy gasoline on the receipt, it should say how many liters you bought.
For my car, maybe 35 liter.
Okay.
35, yeah, for my car. It's not very big. It's small car.
How many liters in a gallon?
Here we go.
Most of the
So there are almost 4 liters in 1 gallon. In my car, the fuel tank in my car can hold 12 gallons of gasoline.
15 gallons.
12 gallons.
That's a lot.
15 gallons.
12. All right, good. So what about the bus? Ooh, the train's not yet. Can you take a bus from one city to another in China?
Of course,
Of course. Who said of course?
Kathy.
Please tell us, Kathy, about your bus experience in China.
Yeah, like from Shanghai, you can take bus to Suzhou. You can take bus to Hangzhou. When we don't have the high speed train, the bus and the regular train has the same speed. Like from Shanghai to Hangzhou, it needs more than 2 hours, I think.
Mm-hmm. It took more than 2 hours.
Yeah, more than 2 hours. So sometimes the bus station is very close to us. So you can take bus to Hangzhou. It's convenient.
Mm-hmm. Kathy, would you rather take the bus or the train?
Well, for now, I would like to take train to Hangzhou. It takes less than 1 hour, so I will take the train instead of a bus. And now I think with the high-speed train, the long-distance bus are less than the old days, than the past. But the bus, city bus, the bus still the main transportation in cities.
Mm-hmm.
But in Shanghai, there are many bus companies, I think. Unlike the Pittsburgh, just one bus company.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Great. Thank you, Kathy. Well, does anyone else take the bus to travel from one city to another city?
Mm-hmm. Shanghai, because we are working for many years. For team building in our company, we'll order the bus to take all people from Shanghai to Hangzhou or to Suzhou. If only 10 people or 10 to 20, because many colleagues, they all have a car for themselves. Then we will drive the car to Suzhou or Hangzhou. It's also very normally. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. Okay.
All right, good. Eric, have you ever taken a Greyhound bus or a Megabus?
You know, honestly, I always find that these are, while they're cheap, it just takes too long to take one. So if I wanted to go to New York, it would take me 12 hours to get there on a bus when I can take a plane and get there in an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a trade-off here. And I don't think that our bus system or even any public transportation system here is very convenient unless it's an airplane.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah.
And within the city, it's fine. When you go outside the city, it's terrible.
That's why we need to build a high-speed rail network. So if you've been in the United States for a while, you've probably noticed that compared to China, the United States has a really bad rail network. Have any of you ever taken an Amtrak train? Kathy, Sarah,
No.
Robin, have you ever ridden on Amtrak?
No.
No.
Because it's very slow.
So Eric and I were talking about this at dinner with Ethan, our new Chinese friend, and we were explaining that if you take the train in the United States, unless you live on the East Coast between Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C., that's called the Northeast Corridor, and we have fast trains there. But if you live anywhere else in the United States, the train is a form of transportation that you use to relax, that you use to enjoy the scenery. So the train is slow, but it's okay that it's slow because you're not taking the train to get somewhere fast. You're taking the train probably to enjoy the experience, to go through the mountains, to go through the forests, to go across the plains. It's a way to see our country. If you take the airplane, yes, you get there very fast, but what do you see, right? So if none of you have ridden Amtrak, I'm just going to go to the slides about high-speed rail. So in the United States, we do have faster trains. Amtrak has this train called the Acela, and although it can go at high speeds, at high-speed rail speeds, it doesn't because the tracks are very old. Our infrastructure is not modern enough. So in a 4-hour trip, it only goes at high speeds for about 30 minutes.
Yes.
So that's a big waste. But if we look at Asia, Asia is very progressive, right? Japan has had the Shinkansen since 1964. They developed their own technology. South Korea has had high-speed rail since 2004, opening the line between Seoul and Busan. Eric, it's normal what I wrote. Okay, and they got their technology from the French. This is the Korean KTX, based on the French TGV. And then China and Taiwan both got their technology from Japan, and coincidentally opened their high-speed rail in the same year. So I wanted to find out about your experience taking high-speed rail in China, because I think that this is the future of transportation. It's better for the environment. I think it's a more fun, there are so many advantages to high-speed rail, even over the airplane. So what about these high-speed trains? Who has ridden one? Who has taken one? Kathy, yes. I can't hear you, Kathy.
You need to unmute Kathy.
I have to unmute her?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have take this high speed train to many places in China, like to Beijing, to from Shanghai to Beijing, Shanghai to Hangzhou, Shanghai to Ningbo, and it's too fast.
Too
The
fast.
speed, yeah, the speed can reach to 250, sometimes 300 kilometers per hour. So yeah, with the high speed train, you know, we used to fly from Shanghai to Beijing, but with the high speed train, now many people just take high speed train from Shanghai to Beijing because it's very convenient. You know, the airport usually built far away from the city in the suburb, but the the train station usually is built in the central of the city. So from the central city of the city to directly to the center of the city, it's very convenient. Usually, if you take the plane, it takes up to 2 hours for you to get to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Like from Shanghai, you take 2 hours to Pudong airport, and they fly just like 2 hours or less than 2 hours from Shanghai to Beijing. But once you arrive at Beijing, you have to take the bus or take the taxi from the airport to the city, to the downtown. So and all the time together, it takes up to 6 hours for you for the single travel. But now with the high-speed train, it also takes like I don't know the speed right now, but couple of years ago, I took the train from Shanghai to Beijing. It takes 9 hours, but it worse. We usually take the night train,
But
and
now, Cassie, but now it's 4 to 5 hours.
yeah, that was very long time ago. Yeah, I remember it took 9 hours. So we take the night train, and we just sleep on the train, and in the early morning we arrive in Beijing. But it's convenient. Yeah.
Is that called a Wopo?
Yes.
Walk, yes.
Well, actually, with the high-speed train, we don't have the warp, too many warp on the high-speed train. Just the seat.
Yeah, there's a lot of warp in. That's a long trip from Guangzhou to Beijing.
Yeah.
That's more than 2,000 kilometers, and the trip began from night and arrived in the morning. My wife and my son take a few times like this. It's wonderful.
That's very convenient. Yes.
Hey, Matthew.
So I just want to highlight what Kathy said. She mentioned the most important advantage of trains over planes. Kathy said that if you take the train, you travel from downtown in one city to the downtown of another city, from downtown to downtown. If you take a plane, you have to drive out of the city to the airport. You have to go through the security checkpoint. You have to wait for the flight. The plane flies to another airport outside of the destination city. You have to go into the airport, collect your luggage, and drive back into the city. So high-speed trains are actually more efficient for distances within, I think, 600 kilometers or 750 kilometers. It's better to take a train than a plane. But I had a lot of questions about this. Our time is coming to an end, but maybe 5 or 10 more minutes. But is it
Matthew,
Mhm.
I think Jesse wants to say something. Do you want to say something, Jesse?
Yeah, please let her go ahead, Eric, because
If-
I can't see
You
that.
want to talk?
Yes. I'm first time to come here. I feel nervous.
Oh, don't feel nervous.
Thank you. I take the train to Shanghai from my city for business for 4 times.
Ooh.
It's very convenient to go to another city which is far from my home, my city,
Mhm.
such as Shanghai. I take 4 hours, more than 4 hours to go to Shanghai. From take the train. How to say that? If I take plane, maybe just use 1.5 hours. But my city cannot have. My city hasn't have a airport. So if I take plane, I have to go to another city.
Ah.
So the fast train is very convenient for me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So high-speed rail has only been operating in China for 10 years. Do you remember before 2007? Do you remember taking the slow trains?
Yeah, I have one time to take the slow train.
I have
Yeah, when I was young.
You are
Yeah.
still young, Jesse.
Thank you.
The green color train in China is the slowest train.
What
Yeah.
is the name of that train?
绿皮火车.
Green color train.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, Lu what?
绿皮
Green.
skin.
Green.
Green color train in China.
It's now it's going. 绿色火车. Oh,
Right, you got it.
the old Soviet train. Yeah, the Soviet style.
Oh, it is Soviet style.
The style, yes. Yeah, Russia has the same sort of locomotives and carriages.
Oh, I think when China and Russia are friends, they import this kind of train and technology.
Yep, probably. Yeah, I would agree with that. Cool. Well, let me look who is still with us. So we just talked to Jesse. That's awesome. Eric is still with us. So you have a very beautiful smile, Jesse.
Thank you.
And then who is Mavis?
Yeah.
Hello, Mavis. Where are you from? Oh.
China, Shanghai, China.
Mm.
More than 5 years ago. So I stay in America more than 5 years.
Are you here in Pittsburgh?
I've been in Pittsburgh only half year.
Welcome to Pittsburgh. Very cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. So who else do we have here who joined us? Julie is still here. Li Fang turned her video off. Sarah's laying on her bed.
Yeah. Sorry, I have something to do, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's okay. Well, I think that we're going to go ahead and finish up. Eric, is there anything that you would like to add? Or does anyone have any questions?
Well, I just want to remind you something. If you guys come to China to take a speed train, you'd better buy your ticket first. Because like us, Matthew and Eric, and like us, because we are not a local Chinese citizens, so we have difficulty to buy a ticket very easy. You have to wait for even 1 hour. I have got the experience to wait for the line for 1 hour to buy a ticket. So if you get Matthew and Eric, you should pay attention to this.
Can I
advise to you?
Like in America, if I want to buy if I want to use the Amtrak, I will book a ticket online.
I'm not sure because they have to use the name. They have the name ticket, so it may not be useful for us. If they are local, then you can use the apps to buy a ticket. But we are not the locals, so take care of this.
You can buy it at the station. It's very convenient. Just like the self-checkout. You can use that kind of a machine. It's convenient. It just takes a couple of minutes, not very long, and you don't need to take a long line to buy the ticket.
But in the spring festival like this, that's too much. Too many people wanted to go home. Maybe there's 100 tickets, but there's 1,000 people to want to buy the ticket. So, in the spring festival, I can't buy the train ticket, so I drive from Guangzhou to Hubei province is 1,000 kilometers.
Oh yeah, at that time during the spring festival, it's very crowded for the train. But at the other time, I mean, even the spring festival during that time, if you take the short distance trains, it's okay for you to buy the tickets. But for the long distance trains, I think it's hard to get the tickets.
I see.
Yeah.
I know there was a film that they made. Can you guys see the movie poster? Last Train Home. This Li Xin.
Well, I know there is a BBC documentary about the Chinese Spring Festival. It mentions the travels during the Spring Festival. It's the busiest time during the whole year.
It's like Christmas vacation for us. Everybody goes home.
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
It's very crowded, and someone just stand in the aisle of the train. There's no seats.
So uncomfortable.
Yeah, but they are rushed to go home. They have a big reunion. During that time, so everybody is happy, even they don't have seat on the train. If they get the ticket, I think that is the luckiest thing for them. Even the ticket does not have seats for them.
Have you ever had to stand on a train?
Yes, of course. I guess everybody had this kind of experience in China. But honestly, standing on the train For the short distance is okay for me, especially the high-speed train. The condition is much better than the green color train.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Understand.
Matthew, excuse me.
Yes, Julia.
I have to leave. I have
Well,
to leave.
before you go, can I ask you one more question? Last
Okay.
question. Have you
Okay.
ever taken a high-speed train?
Yes. I about the transportation. Before I talk about the transportation, I want to say Taiwan. Before I because I see your screen. Taiwan is not the single country. Yes, it's a part of China. I care for it. No.
22 million. So we're not allowed to talk about politics here, Julia.
Yes. You said the high speed train. If I go if it's not far away, I prefer to choose the train. Yes.
When you come to the United States, we will unbrainwash you. Don't worry. All right, my dear, you can go. Don't feel bad about staying.
If I go to some place not far away from here, I would choose train, high speed train, not a intercity bus, because I hate dirty, noisy, and noisy environment. I can read a book on the trains. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm still reeling from your comments. I have to recover. All right, Eric, let me go ahead and
I need to go out.
All right, have a good day, Julia.
And because I have an express.
An express,
you know?
An express what?
快递.
Delivery.
Huh?
A parcel
Delivery.
Yes.
Delivery. I have
Oh,
a
the
delivery.
mailman is at your house. Okay.
Express delivery. That is the fastest.
I don't know. Who sent me the delivery?
It wasn't me.
No, just simply go and pack your parcel.
I didn't buy anything online, so I don't know.
Well, maybe a theft.
Women's international gift.
Maybe it's some flowers.
Oh, somebody sent you a file.
All right, you guys. So I teach tomorrow morning, and it's past 11 o'clock. So it's supposed to be quiet time after 11 o'clock in our house.
Okay.
So
Eric, did you have the haircut?
No.
Haircut.
Oh, I didn't realize it. I had a lawnmower accident.
Oh.
Does it look good?
Yeah, it's good, but it looks short.
Yeah, I like it short.
I need to get my hair cut too, Kathy, before my birthday.
Oh.
Then I'll match Eric.
Yeah.
Well, I think Matthew now. Already, you look good now. Two shots.
Oh, I don't look good in it. Okay, thank you.
This is what my short hair looks like.
Oh, I like the look now you have.
I should have long hair, right? Like down here,
Well,
down to my
Mimi said
shoulders.
she
Come on,
likes
Eric,
my
calm
long
down.
hair.
A little bit longer would be better for you. I think just 2 shots now. I think Kathleen will agree with me.
Okay, I'll get long hair. I'll just bring it down and
Not too long. Come on.
ponytail.
Oh, but I don't think your face shape fits the long hair.
So what would look good on me, Kathy?
I think the short hair is good for you.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Samuel disagrees, but
2 shots for you.
Like mine?
yeah, I can get hair like yours. Okay.
Okay, come on, you're so you're a girl.
All right, Eric. Well, I think I'm going to.
I think I'll just call it now if you're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone, thank you for coming. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your interest in our group. I guess Eric will be teaching next Friday, so stay tuned for the exciting topic. Please join us on Facebook for information on our free classes and
Language
see you
exchanges, not
guys.
classes.
Hmm?
These are not classes. These are language exchanges.
Language exchanges, yes, correct. All right, so good night, everyone in the United States and in China. Have a very nice, in China and Hong Kong, have a very nice day/weekend. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Uh,
Good night.
Bye. Good night.